Hey everybody, it's Sarah here, and I thought that I would start filming some like new release videos because I just realized that I don't really announce them a lot of places. I do announce them on the Facebook group, but there's only like 100 people or so in there, so it's pretty private. So I'm trying to get into a better routine of announcing new kits, things like that. So maybe I'll do a video like once a month or so with 4 or 5 newer kits in the shop that you may not have seen yet. And that way you're not seeing them like after I've used them in my planner when they may not be relevant anymore, especially for those seasonal ones. So I'm going to try to play around with how often I post these videos, but I've got about, I think I've got 4 new kits to show you. A lot of them are already launched in December. One of them has not even launched yet, so you'll get to see a little bit of a sneak peek. It will be launched by the time this video goes up though, so I will launch that probably later today or this weekend. Anyway, let's get into it. So the first one is this cute, adorable kit. I cannot wait to use this. I'm trying to use some winter ones first. So this is number 052 in case you need to know that. I'm showing you the horizontal version because that's what I use mostly in these videos, but if you're new to this channel, know that I have weekly kits for Erin Condren horizontal, Erin Condren vertical, Happy Planner the classic size for just like the regular vertical one, and for Plum Planner vertical as well. So just so you know that you have those options. And so let's just get into it. This one is custom artwork. So this is artwork from Emily, which if you've watched my Plan With Me videos, then you've seen her. And so this is Sparkles the Unicorn. So it's kind of like Sparkles just hanging out, sipping on some tea or coffee or whatever. Really cute deco here for that, and it's all just super cute pastel colors. So you've got your checklist, do it dots, weekend banner, the deco on page 1. Page 2 is your checklist, so ombre checklist with circles and just kind of, again, more pastel colors there. Page 3, of course, is our full deco boxes with some half boxes. And so the quote here says, "Big hugs and warm mugs." Typical style for my kits, if you've seen them. Page 4 has the thin washi and the headers. And these are for separating your days if you want. So they fit the height of right here. Now, one thing to keep in mind is that this is kind of, the kit is still made for people using the colorful planner. We may rework the headers at some point, but just know that it will probably be a while before we do. If we do, for now, I have no plans to do it because I want to get the shop better organized, but we won't get into that. But just so you know, that the kit is made to fit the colorful one, not the neutral. So in order for it to work best for the neutral, you would still use that thin washi at the top. Okay, so the sizing for the neutral is like this whole box, including that top, is just like a dotted outline. So if you place the full deco height boxes, you would have a bit of a gap at the top. So the idea is that you would use the thin washi. However, if you don't want to do that, then I would recommend using, you could use these little guys and just trim them down. That's probably your best bet, or just use these and trim them down for each one, and you'll get probably 3 or 4 covers out of that. Or you can just leave it blank if that's what you want to do, but I just want to make sure that people know how it fits, because that is just kind of the plan for how it fits. And anyway, let's get back to it. So I like this because it's kind of like a rainbow, but like it's a little bit different. I don't know. I just like the colors. I love the colors. And then we've got our headers and like appointment stickers or whatever you want to use those for, habit stickers, and a little more half boxes. So that is the rundown of Sparkles the Unicorn. I love this one. I cannot wait to use it. And again, now you know that this is a custom artwork one. There's going to be a lot more clip art in the shop again. I know last year I didn't do a lot of I was mostly doing unique artwork for the year. However, I couldn't keep up with it. Sales really suffered. People were asking where new kits were. So it's a little bit of both now. I'm gonna try to keep it a nice mix, but you will know that a lot of clip art is in the shop, and I want to be open about it. Most shops do use clip art. Some shops do unique artwork. Usually they're doing character stickers if they do, because it's a lot of work to create those graphics for new kits and still be able to pump out kits every week. So I just want to be open with you guys so you know. That way you can know what stuff is like absolutely 100% unique versus things that you might find similar stuff elsewhere. So that was Sparkles the Unicorn. And I kind of like filming these so that way you guys can hear those little tidbits about the kits that we have. And so the next one was 053, which I already used. So we're just gonna slap it out in case you didn't see this plan with me. So this is the Marsala Floral and Birds. So it does have red and green colors, but it doesn't have to be used for Christmas. There's no reference to Christmas really. It's just got that kind of holiday flower and some red birds and some green and some red, and I find it really pretty. I used it for December. It's a great kit for December, but I'm just letting you know that it's not Christmas, so it doesn't have to be Christmas as long as you're okay with red and green being together. So that is that kit. And after that we have 054. So this is fairly new. So this one we've called the Frost and Flowers kit, I believe. And so again, I just love these colors so much, you guys. So there was a happy happenstance, whatever words, that Pantone's color of the year this year is ultraviolet, which basically it's pretty close to this color. I'm not going to pull a swatch up for you guys. You can just Google it if you want to see the color. So it just was pretty funny that it ended up being fairly close to the colors in this kit. And so let me just... I'll put these guys up here so you can see the whole thing in action. And again, remember that you can purchase individual pages, so you can purchase a la carte in the shop. Just make sure you go to the a la carte category for your listing. I do plan on merging everything into one listing for each thing. So just know that the shop eventually will get a lot cleaner, but for now everything's separated by full kit versus a la carte, and then also by the 4 layout types. So make sure you're purchasing your layout type. And anyway, so this is Frost and Flowers, lots of kind of nice purples and pinks and blues with a little bit of that mint green in there. I love these boxes. They're kind of like, they're the ombre boxes, but they also shift colors. They shift from a blue to a green, they shift from a purple to a pink. Super cute. So this is using clip art for the floral and stuff like that. And yeah, it's just another gorgeous kit that's great for kind of like, it'd be great for spring, but also work pretty well for winter. There's like some snowflakes. It's kind of a good in-between one. So I'm pretty excited for that. Probably late February, early March is when I will use it personally. But we will see. I'll have to check my planned out kits for the month and see what I'm using. And the next one is 055, which is, I think I could just call it blue watercolor winter, maybe floral. So let's just take a look at that. Put these pages up there. So again, you can purchase individual pages, all that jazz. Page 1, so there's skates on here, and there's mittens and hats and some snowflakes, some bows, and some floral stuff. So definitely, this is really great for like January and even February, at least in Canada. I know it's snowing like crazy in the US, so it's good for all that too. And so the colors are really primarily just the blues with a little bit of this like kind of taupey beige color, and then playing on the kind of greenish tints a little bit with the checklist boxes, and then we've got our deco and our headers, all that jazz. We've got this nice dark blue for the headers. And so just so you know, this is clip art as well. I think it's fairly obvious what's clip art and what's not, because there's a lot more detail in the clip art because they have the time to just create these big projects and resell it. So I've kind of found a few artists that I really like, so you'll see a lot of kind of similar styles. And yes, so I love this one. The blue is so vibrant, it's beautiful. I love it, so nice. So obviously that one is really good for winter, especially if you do skating, if you skate at all. I know in Ottawa, there's the big canal that everybody likes to skate on every year. I still have not skated on it, oh my god, but I can't really skate that well, so anyway. But let's get on to the next kit, which is the last one so far. This one has not officially launched yet, but should be up by the time this video is out. And so this one, I'm calling it Planner Girl, probably, or planners. It's pretty girly in terms of its colors. If you guys know me fairly well, you know I really love pink and mint. I'm obsessed with it. So anyway, let's get into it. Now this is clip art again, and this is venturing a little bit out of my normal style into a style that I know a lot of other people use for clip art. So this is clip art again, and the clip art that I purchased did have people in it. It did have a girl in it, but I just want you to know that I personally avoid using people in mine because I don't think it's fair that, like, typically what ends up happening is that it's like a white girl with long hair that's skinny, and like that's pretty much all you ever get. And so I don't really want to portray like this one specific image type when there's so many out there. And it's not really my style anyway with planning. So you know, like, you might see other versions of this where there is a girl in it. I just personally, it wasn't for me. I'm not a huge fan of the people in the planners too much. I'm starting to like it a little bit, but again, it's always that same, it's the same body type, it's the same skin type, same hair type. It seems to always kind of be, and now a lot of shops are great at offering some skin tone options, but I just know that with everything else I have going on, it's just going to be too much work to be able to provide it fairly, so I just omit it completely. But anyway, I really love this one. Mostly it's my favorite colors, so I'm a little bit biased here, and it's got donuts on it, which is awesome. So donuts and little washies and paper clips and little planners, and they're all cute. And then so the main colors are obviously the pink and the mint, but then for the headers, we've just taken from the donut for the brown. I like to try and bring a little bit of different colors in for the headers all the time. Let me know what you think of that. And then of course the graphics themselves have a lot of that kind of gold. Whoops, I got cut off. So it's got some gold, and it's just kind of a great kit for people who love planning, love planners. So that is it for the kits that are in the shop. So those are the new kits in the shop. Excuse me. And so be sure to go check those out. And let me just check my calendar so I can tell you what the upcoming schedule is in terms of when winter will be retired for the season. Okay, so I'm just looking at my planner. I don't show this planner because it's got all my like shop stuff in it. But so spring, I never took spring down. I've started a new kind of like schedule for seasonal stuff. So I was supposed to launch spring on the 1st, but it's already up, so that's no big deal. And let's just see, into February. So basically any specific event item will be retired about 2 weeks before that event. So that, for example, Valentine's Day is going to retire on the 29th of January. So it's just a little bit after 2 weeks before that. I might keep it to the end of January because that seems a little bit early, but hopefully people would have already ordered by then. And then if I go into March, then on the 1st of March is when winter will be retired. That probably sounds pretty long for some of you if you're not in Canada and you don't experience a lot of snow. But, I mean, we usually still have snow in March and sometimes even April. And one time it actually snowed in like June. That sucked. So anyway, that's kind of the schedule there. And then let's just see what I have. So summer is going to launch, summer kits will launch April 1st. So just so you know, for the upcoming months, if you're wondering what the plan is, that is the plan. And trying to, I mean, this was before New Year's that my goal was trying to get my shit together, really. But trying to kind of get things a little bit more organized and a little bit more steady and constant and consistent. Consistency should probably be my word of the year. And anyway, so we'll try to do these videos maybe once a month or so with a couple of the new kits that are in the shop, so that way you can kind of check them out, see them in person as opposed to just a photo, and you can find out which ones are clip art, which ones are original art. You can find out maybe some little details about when I made it or whatever. And hope you guys enjoyed this video. Please be sure to like it if you did, and comment below if you want to keep seeing new releases, if you want to see all releases or just like special ones sometimes. And that is it. I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye!